Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons, and we are going to talk about the Lego Dungeons & Dragons Collectible Minifigure Series 71047, and we're going to talk about the specific character Strahd von Zarovich. So, and what is this slot use? Is it good? Is it bad? Does he belong in this series? Okay, so first of all, who is Strahd von Zarovich? He is the Lord Vampire of Ravenloft, the most famous gothic horror-aligned setting for Dungeons and Dragons ever. So Ravenloft is a setting that's different than any other kind of setting. Essentially, Ravenloft blows in like a mist. It is a setting that blows over and overtakes other settings, right? It's really kind of beautiful and terrifying. And Strahd von Zarovich is the most dangerous vampire in all of Dungeons and Dragons. He very much has the power of, he's very similar to a deity. And in Ravenloft, he is virtually unbeatable. He knows everybody who comes, everybody who goes. Virtually everything that happens in Ravenloft happens only at his permission, right? So he is a terrifying Lord Vampire, and he is the Lord of Ravenloft, a specific setting within Dungeons and Dragons. So as he is presented in Lego, he comes with a rat. So the reason why he comes with a rat is because he's a vampire, he has the ability to turn into a swarm. So he can turn into a swarm of rats. He can turn into a swarm of bats. He can also turn into a wolf. And so he has this ability to turn into a swarm of creatures of the night, and rats is one of those. So he comes with this cute little rat, which I thought was pretty neat. That's a good match, right? How is he executed? He looks fantastic. He very much looks like a vampire lord, and he's done excellently. Is he a good use of the slot? That is an excellent question. So one of the things that I think is really fascinating is what you're seeing with Lord von Zarovich, with Strahd von Zarovich, is with every one of these slots they had to choose between, do we represent a class that has not been represented? Not every class has been represented in Lego Dungeons and Dragons, or do we bring forward an iconic, famous Dungeons and Dragons character? So Strahd von Zarovich is without a doubt one of the most famous characters in all of Dungeons and Dragons, right? So I definitely think he earns his slot here. He is pushing out one of the classes that we need to fully represent every class in Lego Dungeons and Dragons. But I definitely think they were right to do a mixture of, like, I think they wanted to make this exciting for Lego collectors and exciting for Lego Dungeon Masters to be able to literally equip their tables, right? And so I think this was a good mixture. I think Strahd von Zarovich is a fantastic pick. I think he's extremely well executed. And I think Gary Gygax would be very happy with this slot use as Dungeons & Dragons continues to be fully provisioned within Lego. And I think that, this is one of the best IP connections, one of the best IP intellectual property duos that's ever appeared anywhere in American capitalist history. It's win-win, truly win-win. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.